Hello students, today we'll study the general method to solve higher order linear differential equation with constant coefficients. Till now you have studied how to find particular integral if the right hand side qx is exponential function, trigonometric function or trigonometric function of the type sin ax, cos ax, polynomial in x, or the product of any two of these three, or the product of all the three types of functions. Okay, so if the right hand side function qx is not of this type, uh, then how to find the particular integral? So let's see. So that's why this is called the general method. This is applicable for all types of function qx. So let's start. Consider the differential equation f dy is equal to qx, where qx is not of this type exponential function. It is not a function of the type sin ax, cos ax, polynomial in x, or product of any two or three of them. Then the particular integral, we know that the particular integral is 1 over f d qx. So factorize the denominator, this operator fd, into linear factors. This is the first step. First you have to factorize fd into linear factors. It is quite possible that the factors are exponential functions. It is not necessary that all the factors must be real. They may be complex also. So we factorize fd into linear factors. Then by partial fraction we separate each of the factor, right? You can get this step by using the partial fraction. And now separate, we operate each of the operator to this qx. So now we have qx with each of the term, and evaluate each term separately using this. So we can evaluate each of the term by using this formula. This you have to memorize, this you have to remember this. Okay, so the formula is ai over, you don't need to write here ai, you may write 1 over d minus l phi, because ai is a constant. Operating on qx is nothing but ai e raised to the power alpha I x integration of e raised to the power minus alpha I x qx dx. Okay, and evaluating all these terms using this formula, you can get the particular integral. Now let us take an example. So here we have an example. Solve d square y by dx square plus 4y is equal to 10 2x. So as usual, first we write the equation in terms of capital D. D by dx is capital D. So I can write it as d square plus 4 operating on y is equal to 10 2x. So the auxiliary equation is m square plus 4. We get this by replacing d by m. And we have two complex values of m, plus minus 2 iota. So the corresponding complementary function is c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. And the particular integral is 1 over d square plus 4 10 2x. So just now I told you the first we factorize this fd into linear factors. So here we have two linear factors. After now using partial fraction, we can separate the two factors, 1 over d minus 2i minus 1 over d plus 2i, and divided by 1 by 4 iota. This I means iota. Operating on 10 2x. Now we operate each of the factor to 10 2x. And now we have to evaluate both the terms. So first we call this first term as pi and the second term as p2. P1 and P2, and now first we evaluate P1. P1 is what? P1 is 1 over d minus 2 iota 10 2x. So we use the formula e raised to the power 2 iota x integration e raised to the power minus 2 iota x 10 2x dx. This e raised to the power minus 2 iota x can be written as cos 2x minus iota sin 2x. Multiply this by 10 2x. So the first term will be sin 2x sin sine 2x minus iota sine square 2x divided by cos 2x. First we integrate sine 2x. The sine integration of sine 2x is this, minus cos 2x divided by 2 minus iota, and this here I multiply the numerator by 2 cos 2x and divide by 2 cos 2x. So 1 by 2 I can take common, it will be sine square 2x, and this is 2 sine square 2x cos 2x. So now we assume cos 2x is equal to t. Cos sine 2x. So by putting sine 2x is equal to t, this second integration will become integration of t square over 1 minus t square dt. Because cos square is nothing but 1 minus sine square. So 1 minus t square. And now the first term as it is. The second term is in the numerator. We add 1 and subtract 1. So 1 minus t, and this, when you simplify this, so it will become 1 over 1 minus t square minus 1. Right? In this step I have taken minus common from this bracket. So it is 1 minus 1 by 1 minus t square. Now we integrate this. Integration of 1 means t, and integration of 1 over 1 minus t square is 1 by 2 log 1 plus t over 1 minus t. Okay, now what was t? T was sine 2x. So in place of t we substitute sine 2x. Okay, so now first term as it is, second term as it is, there is no change. In this third term we write, this formula. So in place of sine 2x we write 2 sin x cos x, or in place of 1 we write sine square x plus cos square x. Okay, so numerator will become sin x, cos x plus sin x whole square, and denominator will become cos x minus sin x whole square. Okay, and divide the numerator and the denominator by cos square x, you will get this formula. Or direct you should know that this can be written as this. So now this 2 we can multiply, 2 can be written here. I can write this 2 here. So this 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 1 by 2 is left, and this formula 1 plus 10x 1 minus 10x is nothing but 10 of pi by 4 plus x. So now this is P1. Similarly, we calculate P2. P2 is 1 over d plus 2 iota tan 2x. So now proceeding in the same manner, what we have done to find P1. Tan 2a, this e raised to the power 2 iota x is again the same, cos 2x plus iota sine 2x multiply by tan 2x, you will get this term. Only the plus is there. In P1 there was minus. Okay, now proceeding in the same manner, you will get this equation number 3. This is P2. Now we substitute. What was Pi? Pi was 1 over 4 iota multiplied by P1 minus P2. So we substitute the value of P1 here and P2 here. So it means in this step we are using 2 and 3 in 1. So collect all the coefficients of cos 2x. These are the coefficients, and you know that this is nothing but 2 sine 2x with iota. So because this is cos 2x plus iota sine 2x, and this is cos 2x minus iota sine 2x, when we subtract these two, So then we are left with 2 iota sine 2x. So here I have written 2 will be cancelled and iota is there, sine 2x. Similarly, this part is what? This is 2 cos 2x. So here I have written 2 will be cancelled, so only iota cos 2x. Similarly, this is what? 2 cos 2x. Now the first two terms will be cancelled. Only the last term is there. And now this is the particular integral, and as you know, the required complete solution is what? It is complementary function plus particular integral. We add both the functions, complementary function and particular integral. You will get the required complete solution.